Vampire gang with the blood on my face.
What Antonio talking about, man? I will say before we even watch this. Also, hold on, did Antonio? Oh, he put his hair up in the back. Okay, I was going to say, the bro cut off his hair. I'm surprised. So when I was young, right, with my grandma, with my grandfather, shoot, even with my dad and mom sometimes, right, even though they weren't the most religious people of all time, they still had, we still went to church, we still went to Sunday school, we still did all that, bro. I was suited up, I was wearing my nice little, my nice little tux, my nice little church clothes, you know what I'm saying? We went to the goddamn church, and it was a vibe, it was something. But y'all, me now at the stage I'm at right now, y'all, I'm gonna keep it so real with y'all. I do not believe in the Bible. I do not. If you think I'm trash for that, if you think I'm garbage for that, I'm sorry. But yeah, I believe in God, though. I'll say that. I do believe there is a God. There has to be a God. Like, I don't think we're here for no reason. You know, I'm not an atheist. But I just don't believe in the events of the Bible. You know, I think it's a situation of, like, telephone. I don't know if y'all have ever played telephone before. A game that, you know, people used to play back in kindergarten. You basically go up to someone's ear, you tell them something, and then it goes around the whole room, and then it goes back to you, and you hear what it was, and it's like, oh, wow, I did not say that at all. I think that's what happened to the Bible. You know, I think the Bible is something that could have existed, and then through the generations and through the hundreds and the thousands of years, it changed, it's warped, it's turned into something that's not even anymore. That's how, you know, it's like everything in life, you know? Crayon and chat, if I tell Crayon this right here, and then he tells the other person something, and then they whoa, I can't even talk right now. What time is it right now? 3 o'clock? God damn. Whoa. But like they misheard, or they took it in the wrong direction, they took it in the wrong way, and now my whole story completely shifted. You know, it's just something that easy, something that small, something it could just change the way how a whole thing works. So I do believe there is a God, but I don't believe that the first two people on earth were called Adam and Eve. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Adam and Eve. Okay, sure. And the guy who saved the animals and saved the people, his name was Noah. Oh my God. I don't know. And then we went from Adam and Eve and Noah to Jesus and Judas. And then somehow, some way, we went back to, I don't know. Nah. I don't get it, bro. I'm not with the psychosis with it, you know. I believe in God, but it's hard for me to say I'm a Christian. I just believe in something. I believe in something. There's something there. Even if it's a big ass freaking duck looking down at people. Just wait, you know, just it could be that. You know, if someone was to argue to me that it was a baby up there with one eye just looking at everybody, that to me has the same amount of credentials as you telling me that God and Jesus. Like, it's just the same thing. Let's watch this video though, what Antonio speaks talking about.
Recent NBA player by the name of
this haircut look good, bro. I ain't gonna lie, you look good, bro. You look good. I haven't had a haircut in such a long time, y'all. Holy, I need to get a fit. Oh my God, I like how my hair looks when it's on the rougher side, so that's why I don't really care. I don't rush, because, like, I don't know. I think I look good a little bit rough, but that boy look good, bro.
Jaden Ivey got cut from the Chicago Bulls because of his anti-LGBTQ rant. Now, let me say this first and foremost. Jaden Ivey wasn't cut because of his views on gay people. He was cut because this is a controversial thing. And this type of controversy is making the NBA lose money. So this revolves around money. He's not that...
Damn, bro. I just sat down, bro. Like, goddamn. Did he even say what's up? Hold on, bro, Antonio.
So as of recent, the NBA players.
Damn, bro, there was not even no introduction, bro. Just okay.
Now let me say
Grip
this
me.
first.
Pause. That's crazy.
That good of a player to be in this type of controversy that take down their money. If y'all remember a few years ago, Kyrie Irving, you know, he said some things about the Jewish community.
He did do that. Kyrie Irving is my GOAT though. He is my GOAT. I do rock with some Kyrie. That's it. That's the period.
Jewish community,
I do rock
you know,
Kyrie.
you say some shit, you get exiled. Now Kyrie Irving didn't get cut from the team. You wanna know why? Because he's a good enough player to be in controversy. Jaden Ivey is I think 3rd-year player. He's coming off an injury, and it's like he's not that big of a deal to keep on the team dealing with this controversy. For two, I see a lot of.
Did you ever have a road rage moment? I'm pretty chill on the road. I'm pretty chill. Not no rage. There'll be moments to where I'll what can I say without getting in trouble? Nah, I don't really. Nah. I've had moments to where, like, if I'm in a line and there's like a bunch of people in front of me, then yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, I'm mad as hell. But on the road, I try my best to stay as calm as possible, because one small mistake I do can mess with other people. And I would be inside of a car. If I hit you in my car and you're not in a car, it does 10 times more damage to you than it will me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I try to be as calm, just calm, cool. I don't really have to drive for too long. I'm one of the lucky ones in which I don't have to drive for 2 hours to get to work or something. I'm close. So it's like road rage. If someone does, like, if I do see some bad drivers, because sometimes I'll be driving like, yo, this guy's driving slow as hell, or goddamn, this guy just went in front of me, and it's like, you did not even signal, bro. Like, there'll be moments like that, but I won't rage. It'll just be like, what's wrong with this guy? And then I'll just keep going.
In a way, it's freedom of speech. Everybody has freedom of speech. You have it, I have it, everyone in America has it. But what we are not free from are the consequences of those actions.
That is true. You're free to say whatever you want to say, bro. You can say it anytime you want to say it, bro. But there's consequences behind words. That's all it is.
It's funny because the same people I see supporting him are these like white Christians that would have gone off on this brother if he said.
And that's why I would say, like, though there is freedom of words, I really do think, like, it's important to say what you mean. You know, like, to be trolling, to be doing all that extra stuff. Like, bro, you know, it's like, if this guy was really sitting over here with anti-LGBTQ, like first of all, you're messing up your own bag. You know, it's like, what are you doing? What are the gays doing to where you feel the need to, you have to get on the internet and just disrespect them? It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. This is like,
about racism. They would have told
if you care so much where you're willing to ruin your own money flow and you want to hurt people, it's like, bro, what are we doing?
Shut up and dribble, you fucking. When these people bring up freedom of speech,
what?
Brother, America has it. But what we are not free from are the consequences of those actions. It's funny because the same people I see supporting him are these like white Christians that would have gone off on this brother if he said anything about racism. They would have told him, shut up and dribble, you fucking. When these people bring up freedom of speech, they just want to use that as a reason to be a bigot. We done seen time and time again of, you know, these white women, white men calling little kids the N-word, calling other people the N-word. And these Christians will come to their defense and say, oh, it's just freedom of speech.
I never reason why the Bible to me is a fairy tale, man. Have I ever flipped someone off? Definitely. Yo, the Bible to me is a fairy tale, man. Like, it's you know, if once again, this is not to disrespect nobody. If you love the Bible, if you love God, you know, if that's you, if you're a Christian, boom, I have no issue with it. That's you. That's your life. That's your choices, man. Same way how if you were trans, if you were gay, it's your choice. It's your life. You know, it doesn't affect me. If that's your deal, that's your deal. If that's how you want to live your life, that's how you want to live your life. But this is how I want to live my life. But to me, the Bible is a fairy tale, man. That whole thing is a fairy tale. And even when I do get kids, I do want to teach my kids about the Bible, not necessarily so they could like take it to heart, you know, like for example, like my grandfather, he's 79 years old. I love my grandfather to death, man. One of the greatest people I've ever met in my life, you know. But I was having a conversation with him like 2 years ago, and I did ask was like, I almost cried, bro, having this conversation with him, bro. Cause I was talking to him about like some other stuff. Cause I like to just kick it with my grandpa, you know. And then and then I don't know how we got here, but he told me that the only book he's ever read in his life was the Bible, and I knew that already. But like, there was something about him saying that 2 years ago that like, I was like, hold on, cause he used to tell me that when he was a kid. He was like, yo, I don't care about no books. He was a movie guy. He'd watch a bunch of movies, but he would never read no books. He doesn't know anything about the Lord of the Rings. He doesn't know anything about no books. The only book he's ever read is the goddamn Bible. And it's like, I just feel like, I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. You have to understand too, like, the Bible is pushed on so much to the older generation of black folk too. It's like, I don't know. To me, the Bible is just propaganda. Not propaganda. Yeah. It's just a fairy tale, man. It's just a fairy tale pushing a narrative. That's all it is. That's just all it is. The people that are Christians, yeah, we're supposed to be nice. Thou shalt love your neighbor, right? They the most evil people to me. They the ones who MAGA. They the ones who ICE. Get the immigrants out of here. Thou shalt love your neighbor, but you don't love your neighbor because he's a darker skin color than you. Thou shalt love your neighbor, but you don't like someone because they're a transgender. Or if they're gay, or if they're black, or if they're Asian. It doesn't make no sense to me. You know, it's just a fairy tale. It goes in one ear, out the other ear, bro. You're not supposed to take it serious, bro.
Like, come on, bro. And listen, if you're new to my channel and you never heard me speak,
because the people who take the Bible serious don't. Like, they don't.
And you don't know my thoughts on Christianity, you probably want to leave.
Unless you're older black folk. I don't know.
Okay,
my dad, my grandfather takes it very serious.
Off,
but
click off.
He has very, and it's I was gonna say conservative viewpoint. Like how can I word this? He has a very conservative mind, not conservative, but just an older style mind. He's 79. You know, 79. He was born the 40s, gang. Like, what are we saying? But love him to death, man. But I'd be like, yo, love you, Papa. Love you, the GOAT. But damn, bro, I'm about to bring some books inside the crib. You know how much times I brought books to the crib? I leave it on this table. I'm like, yo, can you read this? Because he likes reading. He has reading glasses, but he only uses reading glasses when I'm there so that he could flip through the Bible talking about some, this is what they said in Genesis 5. Like, I'm cool, bro. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't give a damn, bro. I be swiftly putting on my shoes, man. I be trying to leave. I don't know, man. Shout out to you though. I don't hate you if you're a Christian. I don't you know, it's just I don't care.
I don't care. This is for my black people, okay? Like, it's nothing against any non-black people, but I'm speaking to my religious Christian black people. I made multiple videos about how I feel about black people.
I need to see his past videos.
Worshiping Christianity. I can just simplify it down with this quote. The slave and the slave master prayed to the same God. Okay, this is a religion that was forced upon black people, and a lot of people love to use the excuse of, oh, Christianity was in Ethiopia first.
That is true. That is why I'm saying the telephone story, bro. Cause yes, Christianity did start in Ethiopia, but when thousands of years, hundreds of years of people get introduced to something, colonization, the history books get burnt, the whatever. If the Christianity is something that started in Ethiopia, then that would probably mean Jesus would be closer to an Ethiopian, right? Probably, kind of, maybe. No, am I on the wrong side of history right here? Right? If Christianity is something that is started, I would just assume the first people on earth would have been Ethiopians, right? It wouldn't have been no Adam and Eve. Why would the Ethiopians sit down there and say, what? First of all, who recorded Adam and Eve? This is, it's all a fairy tale, bro. It's all a fairy tale. If you take it serious, you're gonna go insane. The Bible doesn't even mention dinosaurs, bro. We have dinosaur bones. Like, what are we even talking about? You know, And shout out to you if that's your deal, but I really wanna put emphasis on critical thinking, bro. Just critical think. Just think a little bit. You're a devout Christian. Nothing's wrong with that. You're a devout Christian. Live your life. But just think for a second. Like, hold on. That boy David killed a Goliath using a slingshot? That boy Noah, in a rainstorm, conjured all the animals in the world on a boat and saved them? And no other human besides Noah decided to sneak on this big ass boat that was able to hold all these animals? What do you really think? Just think. That's all I ask, bro. If you think about it and it makes sense, comment, hate me, do what you want. I don't care. Try to explain it to me. Try to explain it to me. But this is just how I see it, bro. It makes no sense. No sense. It's a fairy tale, gang. It's the same thing as Beauty and the Beast. Same thing as what's it called? The Three Pigs and the Wolf. It's the same thing.
Africa is huge. Ethiopia is one part. And most of the descendants of slavery, Ethiopia first. Africa is huge. Ethiopia is one part. And most of the descendants of slavery are from West Africa. Okay, so please stop using that. Throughout all of the atrocities that we have gone through in America, nobody came to save us. Some imaginary man ain't come down and say, hey, stop this. Don't do this evil wickedness to these people. We was getting ate. We was getting burnt alive. We was getting pulled apart. We was getting used as furniture. People, like, all type of
eating. Babies was getting eaten by crocodiles. Like, mind you, by Christians. The slave masters are Christians.
Wicked, evil stuff, and nobody.
Thou shalt love your neighbor. No, I guess. I guess. I mean, I guess.
Came to save us. But us, even in 2026, I can go through any hood. You know what I'm saying? Growing up in my own hood, I see churches left, right, here, there.
Yeah.
It's filled with poverty. We some of the most devoted Christians in the world, but we ain't got shit. Let me get off because I will go on a whole 20, 30-minute rant about Christianity.
I know you can't, bro. This is... I thought Antonio speaks because he'll just speak the real, bro. Speak the real. Just think, bro. Motherfuckers are so scared to think nowadays. Not even nowadays. Motherfuckers are just scared to think in general. Just general. My grandfather, and this is no disrespect to him, I love him. He's my grandfather. You 79. The only book in your life you ever read was the Bible. The Bible was forced upon you as you was a baby by your grandfather and by your great grandfather. Right? This is back in Jim Crow. Motherfuckers weren't allowed to read books. You were only allowed to read the Bible. Oh my God, bro. Oh no, bro. It's just I don't know what to tell you, bro. I can't.
And I don't want to do that. I'm gonna make a lot of y'all mad, so I'm gonna stop. In my opinion, though, the brother
love my grandfather to death, but it's like, holy.
Ivy is going through a religious psychosis,
and it's not even. Oh, what was that? Just scared my shit. This not even to like, bro. My grandfather is just one of many people, bro. It's a thing that continues. And if I do the same thing for my kids and my grandchildren, it's nothing but just it's just a ever looping cycle. And I want it to stop, you know? I do want to teach my kids about like the good word, because I do think there's some messages in the Bible that are good to take to heart. Like, of course, thou shalt love your neighbor, and there's some other stuff there too where it's like, okay, these are actually some good words of wisdom, whatever. But to take the whole Bible literally, let's just no.
God did not make a girl to be with a girl.
Also, Adam and Eve, I'm not fucking with that shit at all. That shit is not true. Whoa.
God made a man for a woman. How can a woman bear a child with a woman? How?
What? Wait, hold on.
Ivy is going through a religious psychosis.
God did not make a girl to be with a girl. God made a man for a woman. How can a woman bear a child with a woman?
That doesn't even make any sense. Like, don't get it fucked up. That is definitely some anti-LGBTQ shit. But what if you're a woman who doesn't want kids? I don't like how like women are not monoliths, bro. I'm gonna keep it so real with y'all, bro. And I have the privilege of being a man, of course, so I don't have to worry about this in my lifetime. But if I was a woman, I feel like I'd be scared of pregnancy. I wouldn't want kids. And I feel like it's a situation too. I think a lot of women are pressured into having kids because it's like societal norms, you know, societal norms. Of course, you want to continue your generation. You want to not continue your generation, but you want to continue your legacy, or you want to continue your family. Your parents, they want grandkids, so it's on you to. It's like, bro, not every woman is gonna grow up and want kids, bro. Just like how not every man wants kids. If a woman is a lesbian and trying to get a woman, big chances are she's not trying to have a kid, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. If that's the life you live, that's the life you live. I mean, trust and believe, bro. We have 8 billion people on this planet, bro. If a woman don't want to have no kids, it's like, I promise you, the planet's not gonna. I don't think this planet's gonna self-destruct, bro. Like, we're good. We have people, bro. You go outside, you can find people, bro. It's not a barren wasteland. And even if it was, if a woman don't want kids, she don't want to have kids.
A woman, how can a woman bear a child with a woman?
Where did this come from?
How?
Jaden, you are entitled to your opinion, okay? You truly are. But
I don't think so. I don't think so, bro. I think some dumbass opinions. I don't think you're entitled to that shit. I think someone should correct your ass and get you some help, bro, because you're clearly going for something. I don't think you're entitled for shit. I don't think so.
also, it's like, we have so much wicked and evil shit going on in the world. You worried about a woman being with another woman. I ain't see you hop on here talk about them Epstein files and they're in there eating little kids, touching on little kids. You know what I'm saying? 2 consenting adults, or 2 women that are grown, they consent to be together. You speak on that, but you don't speak on old ass white men touching on little kids. But he just got gay niggas.
Bro. Bro, I don't know. That shit funny.
Shit just funny to me, bro. He just hop on live one day. Like, obviously, this is gonna be a problem. You're not LeBron status, bro. You're gonna make the NBA lose money. Yeah, bro. Like, I just feel like they got so much other things to worry about. What you want to worry about, gay people? All the racism going on in the world. You ain't speak on that. You a black.
That's what I'm saying too. It's like, first of all, where did this? Like, did someone mention it? Did he just blew up his live and just decide to start talking? I don't know, but it's like, bro. There's so much other things in the world to get. First of all, I like lesbians. I'm gonna keep it being with y'all, bro. If I was a woman, I think I'd be a lesbian. Deadass. Deadass. If I was a woman, bro, a woman is beautiful, bro. A woman is beautiful. Truth be told, I'm not. Why would I be mad at a woman for loving woman when I love woman? That makes no sense. How are you gonna love woman and I love woman at the same time, and I'm gonna be mad that you love woman? Like, come on. What?
Black man. You ain't speak on the BAFTA awards on stage. Black man getting embarrassed, called the N-word. You don't speak on none of that. But you want to speak on gay women minding they fucking business. And like I stated in the intro, if he was talking
literally
about
like
racism,
what?
Bringing it
in
up,
the car too.
They would have
like
said,
what?
Shut up and dribble. Shut. You stop talking about stop bringing politics into sports. Y'all see what I be being in, bro? They be so selective with it, bro.
That's why you got Steph Curry, and he not even surrendered, and y'all believe he's a Christian. Y'all believe he's a Christian because he wrote Philippians 4.
Why do Christians judge people so much? Nobody's going to be the perfect Christian. You know what I'm saying? The same Christians, they talk about everything else, but I want to talk about the fat ones, right? They be talking about gluttony is a sin, right? They be fat as hell.
Motherfuckers will lie all day. Motherfuckers will steal when they have the chance. What? And they're talking about you're not a real Christian. You over here hating on lesbians, but thou shalt love your neighbor. The same lesbian that you're critiquing is your neighbor. In life. just in general, in the existence of the world. Your neighbor is everyone who walks the same life as you. You're shitting on lesbians. You're a bad Christian. What are we saying?
You sinning? Damn,
Right?
I want niggas to be perfect, bro. And look, I live in righteous
Picking
life.
and
I'm
choosing,
married,
picking and
I got
choosing.
children. Shit, I would be a role model to these niggas, but I don't believe in this Christianity shit. It just don't make sense to me when you think about it logically, right? Even put into the perspective, y'all, of let's say
Cook.
say I was born in India. I was a Hindu. To the Christians, I would go to hell for that. And I'm just living. I don't know any better. If I was born in the Middle East, I would be a different religion, and I'm going to hell to them because I just don't know any better. And it's the same for their religion as well. So it's like, which is the right religion?
13.
No religion is the right religion. I can't even talk, y'all. Whoa. Being an individual. Being an individual is the best religion, y'all. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. You know, just be a good person. Live your life, bro. If you just be a good person, bro. You know? Don't hurt nobody. Don't kill nobody. Don't rape. Like, motherfuckers is grown, bro. Motherfuckers is grown, man. Like, don't act like you don't know what being a good person looks like. Motherfuckers want a badge of honor. I'm a Christian. No one cares, bro. That sun still gonna spin, bro. Not even the sun, the earth. The sun don't spin. The earth still gonna spin, bro. Actually, maybe the sun does spin. I'ma resume.
Airplane mode.
The sun
Don't
don't
think he's a Christian. But
Alright.
he's cursing just like the world.
Y'all got it.
And this is what I mean, like psychosis. He's on the plane just ranting. Just relax, go to therapy.
Like, bro, there's other people on this plane too, just hearing you wig out. For what reason, bro?
Therapy, you know what I'm saying? Use the money you making in the NBA to make a change. Open up a church, right? You can do other things instead of spreading hate. You're spreading hate regardless. At the end of the day, this is what they're going to be judged for. If they want to be gay, they can be gay. I just don't see them having the same energy for all these, rapists and pedophiles around here. This is another clip of why I think this is a, religious psychosis.
Motherfuckers hate LGBTQ. Motherfuckers hate immigrants. Motherfuckers hate people of different colors more than they hate motherfuckers that touch and hurt children. When you realize that about life, it just makes everything so it just paints the picture for you, bro. It just paints the picture. You mad that your neighbor is a Mexican and they might be illegal. They might. You don't even know. You don't even know. You know how much times I see motherfuckers, they'll call the police. They'll check your background. You don't know. You don't know. You just wanna be nosy. Want to get in someone's business. Oh my god, it's a racist issue. It's racist.
It's like
literally.
He was just talking, and then out of nowhere, nigga.
Someone sounds different, someone looks different, and you have an issue.
Talking about apple pie.
All the apple pie. I like apple pie. Apple pie is good.
What's he talking
tasty.
about?
Why did God give the...
You know what I'm saying? I truly think this brother should have, maybe his wife or his people around should say, hey, bro, put your phone down. Let's go to therapy. Let's talk to somebody in person.
They said my conduct is detrimental to the team.
I'm gonna keep it so real, bro. If I was if I was older, I had a son. He was in the NBA making millions of dollars. I go on his Instagram, I go on his live, he's talking this bullshit. I would have to beat his ass. I ain't gonna lie. You're not gonna fuck up the generational wealth that you're giving to his family by spewing this nonsense, bro. Turn off the live. Man, that Instagram account getting blocked. Not blocked, deleted. Bro, what? What? Do you have a backup, bro? You're just talking that nonsense. Right. Talking that hate.
Why didn't they just say, we don't agree with his stance on LGBTQ? Why didn't they say that? Well, how is it conduct detrimental to the team? What did I do to the team? What did I do to the players? I did nothing but practice with them, play with them, pass the ball to them, good teammate to them, said good job.
If someone on your team is a Nazi, and I'm not saying he's a Nazi. People throw the word Nazi around all the time, but let's just say someone on your team was a Nazi. They hated people, bro. They hated people that look different to them, right? Or LGBTQ or whatever, blah, 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 blah. So let's just say someone was a hateful bigot, right? That legit lowers the value of the whole team. It does. It really does. It really does. Because now they can't sponsor it because you're they'd have to remove you from the team. They'd have to remove you from the team, and if you're a star person on the team, then the whole team is just getting fucked up. And now there's a whole bunch of conversations that have to be done.
Good shot. I said.
You could just stop talking. Like, just as easily.
Good job, good pass. Way to play, bro. Was never detrimental to them. So why is it that the NBA and the Chicago Bulls say that I'm detrimental to the team?
Because you keep talking.
How? Cause I believe in the truth.
How do you know that though? I want to start living in logic, bro. I really do.
The Christians base their beliefs on hope. Not even just Christians, every religion, Hindu, God, like every Muslim, every Buddha, like Buddhism, it's just on hope. It's just on, this is how I feel. It's literally just on that, just how I feel. How you gonna say you're right? You're closer to the wrong. You don't know. You don't know. You're more wrong than you are right. You don't know. What am I gonna say? 5 plus 10 is 20. I feel like it. No, you're closer to the wrong. You're closer to the wrong than you are the truth. Like what?
And I think we can get better as a society if we live like this, right? Because too many people are just settling because they think when they die they're gonna have this ultimate dream. But if you look at real life, these people are making their heaven here. It's the same reason we see these folks trying to develop all this technology to live longer. Yep. They know something that we don't know. Live your life to the fullest. Stop being scared. If we didn't have this concept of heaven and hell, what would stop people from doing these evil things to go to hell? Nothing. They would just do it. So I can see religion as a way of controlling people. Don't do that, because when you die, the eternal life, you're going to, you know what I'm saying? It's like when you think about it.
You really don't understand racism and homophobia?
Come on, bro. At the end of
I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. I had a conversation with my aunt the other day, and even she said something questionable. She was like, yo, if you have kids, like, because I'm 24, right? So she's saying like, oh, you're eventually gonna get kids, eventually you're gonna get kids. And then we kind of like joked around a little bit. I'm not even gonna label her as, she's not big or anything. She's actually very respectful. But she even asked, so yo, what if you have a child and they come out gay, right? I think she was just trying to check the, like, just test the temperature of me, you know? I don't talk to her a bunch, so she was just trying to get a grasp on who I was as a person, right? She was like, yo, what if you have a kid and they come out gay, bro? And I was on the phone like, bro, there's way worse things on the planet than being gay. I mean, you could be a parasocial, racist Twitter account. That would be the worst thing ever. I'd have to blow my melon. I ain't gonna lie. Bro, what? Bro, you could be a predator. I'd blow my melon, bro. Like, bro, there's way worse things. Like, the motherfuckers talking about some gay son or thought daughter, bro. That's not the worst. That is not the worst. My daughter or thought. I'm cool. Hey, I'm gonna try to steer you in the right direction, but you're just a thought. You're not a bigot. You're not. Shoot, you're not Christian. Nah, I'm playing. You're not claiming your rights when you know that your stance is off the back of hope. You're just hoping for something and you claim you're right. You're not a narcissist. Like there's so much worse things to be than gay. It's, if my son is gay, I'm gonna love that boy. I'm gonna love that boy. If my daughter is gay, I'm gonna love that girl. Like, what are we saying?
the end of the day, y'all, you have freedom of speech, but you are not free from the consequences. People are acting like they locked this man up or something. The Chicago Bulls decided you're not gonna get paid from us. What's the difference? Whatever you do in your free time is your business. As long as you're not harming nobody, as long as you're not doing nothing wicked, you good, and nobody should care.
And I don't want to hear anyone say like, yo, the Chicago Bulls are tripping out, because if you're spitting hateful rhetoric, and especially since you're putting people know your name, you're showing your face online, motherfucker, you could be working at Mickey D's. They gonna fire your ass. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's not basketball. It's not your coaches. It's not the people trying to hold you down. It's literally just, bro, we can't have someone who's a part of our team and they're not a team player. They're constantly spewing hatred, hate rhetoric. They're just a piece of shit. They're a bigot. And to me, that's the worst thing you could be. You know, that's the worst thing you could be. Way worse than being gay. Oh, I guess you could say a murderer too. My son's not a murderer. Oh my God, that's, you know what I'm saying? Being gay is like literally one of the better things you could be. When you look at all the bad things. I'm dying. But yeah, being gay is literally one of the better things you could be when you look at all the other things they could be, bro. Murderer. No, I'm good. W. Antonio speaks of you. I think he's about wrapping up right now. Very good video. I ain't gonna cap. We turn our 8-minute long reactions. I don't know how long this video gonna be, but it's gonna be a little bit long. I just want to talk a little bit, you know.